Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
I think you're going to enjoy today's more than tomorrow.
You're going to the Oiler game tonight.
Yeah,
What
it'll
time
be a
does it
late
start?
one. 7 o'clock.
Oh, it's too late.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll be okay, but I just had a great sleep last night, so I was firing today. I was hilarious. I'm on like the first row of the second deck tonight for the game, so that's kind of prime spot for a sign. Just wondering if maybe I should get a sign.
I already know what you need to put on it.
Okay.
McDavid, I love baths too.
That is brilliant.
Yeah. Bath buddies. Do you want to be my bath buddy?
McDavid, I also love baths. #bath buds.
Yeah.
I was going to go with put it in dry.
Oh
But-
my gosh. That is so inappropriate.
What? No, like dry sidle.
Oh.
Put it in like dry sidle.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that my mind went there.
Okay, pervert.
I know that's what you were going for.
What? Okay, what do you think about this one instead? Because they have another guy in the league that's wearing number 97, though he shouldn't have been allowed to, whose name is Kaprizov. Should I say, you're a huge piece of crap, Razov?
No. I
Okay.
thought what would have been better is like an orange and blue 97 is greater than their team colored 97.
Ooh,
Why
that's
don't I
really
just
good.
make your sign?
Yeah, you make my sign and put like just your idea on both sides so I don't get kicked out. Okay. Enjoy our favorite moments from the show today, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends about our podcast. We appreciate it.
And you enjoy the game tonight, okay?
Thank you.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
Time for Unsung Heroes, where we're giving shout-outs to people, places, and things that don't always get the attention or notoriety they deserve. Let me be your hero.
Shout out to that one person at work that loves to bake and brings their creations to work to share with everybody. I love that because my favorite thing to say around the holidays is, screw it, I'll have another one. These are so good. Good job.
Heck yeah.
Bring
We've
it
got
up.
some good bakers in the office here, too.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Jen.
Talking to you, Lauren.
Still waiting. Shout out to online Christmas shopping for helping me spend more at work today than I am making at work today.
That always happens. When I used to serve, like I worked in a bar, so when I would be done, if I had a day shift, I would sit at the bar after work and then just spend all of my
Bye.
tips. I would just give it right back to the company.
And then to the cab.
Shout out to puffy vests. I'm not even giving them a compliment, though. They're uncomfortable to sit on a couch in. They're terrible to drive in. My boobs are too big for the zipper to go up without suffocating me. My hair gets in the way on the neck, and then it gets staticky. The pockets aren't trustworthy for keys. I can't live like this.
But you can throw a football with them while being warm. Not many clothing items you can do that. Shout out to Drake for backing out of the Grammys, which is funny, as usually when the words backing out are in the same sentence as Grammys, it involves a car accident.
Ryder. Shout out to Alberta women, especially the ones that are still getting away with wearing flip-flops or slip-ons to run errands. I see you, and I respect you.
Got that heat cranked on your car floor. Oh, don't you? If you didn't like the last one, you're really not going to like this one, Lisa.
Oh, great.
Khloe Kardashian's partner, Tristan Thompson, allegedly fathered a child with a fitness trainer in Texas. So while Drake was pulling out of the Grammys, his good buddy Tristan was proving he's not as good at pulling out.
Oh my gosh. And shout out to that one person at your office gift exchange that opens their present way too slow. Let's go, let's go. Come on, no one cares.
I got one more here. Shout out to the ugly Christmas sweater party you're attending later today, Lise.
What?
Shout out to the ugly Christmas sweater party you're attending later today.
I'm not going to one.
Oh. Awkward.
You don't like my sweater?
No, it's really nice. Counting down the top 7 worst generic Christmas gifts.
Yes, what have we gotten through so far here, Ryder? Now, Janice made a really valid point that we need to be nicer. She says, I've never received a gift I didn't appreciate because they're given for a reason. That's all that matters.
No, too bad, Janice.
No, we do appreciate gifts. Like, don't get me wrong. When someone gives me a big, chunky, festive mug, I take it. But I'm like, where am I going to put it? Mm-hmm. You still appreciate it, but we're still going to poke fun at some very generic gift idea.
I'm not going to let Janice make me feel bad for this list.
Why? Because Janice kind of bullies you sometimes on the text line?
No, just in general. I'm very comfortable trash talking all of these things. Number 7, we had the keychain. You don't need to get anybody a keychain.
Except for that one person that loves keychains, and we actually have someone on the text line.
Oh, okay. Everybody send them your keychains.
Yeah, Carmen likes them.
Number 6 was the self-help books. Just seems kind of rude. I think like even gym equipment could fit into this category as
Blessings
like
asked for.
Yeah, exactly. But like a you should improve gift isn't really a gift, you know? I guess if it helps you improve, then it is a gift. But if you didn't ask for it, no.
To each their own. Like if somebody bought my gym membership for me that I'm already paying for, like that would be the best. I would take that.
Okay. Number 5, you got your mugs, as we talked about with the single serve hot chocolate in it. So what? You're just having hot chocolate alone, and the rest of your family watches you drink it. Number 4, the poorly scented candles. Number 3, we have the card with nothing in it. Like, at least get $1 scratchy, and then all of a sudden, this isn't even on the list for $1 more.
I actually can't stand paying for cards because inflation, man. Like, you go to pick up a generic card for someone, they're $4 up to $6 for a card. I'm like,
Yeah. If you get the big packs of them.
Yeah.
The festive ones, then it's good to go. And listen, if you write something really nice in it, that counts as something in there.
Unless it just says Merry Christmas inside with their name.
Then that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Just say it to me. You can text me. Number 2, and I feel like this one got the most amount of texts for suggestions for our worst 7 generic holiday gifts, is the cheap bath kits.
Yeah, so you can get like decent ones from Winners, but nobody needs a new body lotion, body wash, and body spray. And especially Autumn made a really valid point on the text line saying like, we all have skin sensitivities now, like can't be dealing with that much fragrance.
And number 1 for the worst generic gifts, bad chocolates. Good chocolates for sure, awesome. Bad chocolates, terrible. Because, like, you tried to make an argument that the empty card
should be number 1.
But I'm saying, like, I'd rather get an empty card and go, thanks, than the bad chocolates and go, thanks, and then have to open it and eat one of them while you watch me.
No, you don't do that, though. The beauty of getting chocolate is you open it, and if you're not a fan, you start offering it to everyone else in the room.
And then you look like a real a-hole.
No, you look generous.
Not with the cheap ones. Not if you're passing around chalk. I don't know who you think you are.
What do you think is the worst chocolate? Because we got so many people saying they don't want pot of gold. And in my mind, I'm like, what? I love the buttercream. It's so good. But Larissa has a peanut allergy on the text line. She's like, it's a terrible gift.
It is. I never even thought about the peanut allergy. Yeah.
You can't be doing that. So, like, what's bad? Because people are writing in saying Toblerone is bad. I'm like, what?
No.
I love the biggest, chunkiest Toblerone.
I think pot of gold and Toblerone would be in that middle section. That's fine.
Okay, what's bad, though?
Like the chocolate oranges, a lot of people don't like those. If you know that they like them, that's a different story. I would say just like the no-name ones that you see sometimes that are like, if you got it at the dollar store. Could you hear that? I'm sorry. I don't know if
I heard it.
Here, let me turn up the mic and then whisper.
No, we heard it.
If you get it at the dollar store.
The dollar store advent calendars was always what my sisters and I got.
Just trash.
And like genuinely didn't know about stuff like Lindor growing up because we just got that. And I thought that was like the peak of chocolate. Like Easter, we would get the dollar store eggs wrapped. Like when I became an adult and then tasted a Lindor, I was like, what? Why did my parents hate us?
Give me these other
but
things.
It makes sense. Like
it tastes like coins.
It was in their budget, right? But you're right. Like it's almost like a chalky. I don't even think there's sugar in it. I think it's salt.
If there's dust when you bite it, it's a bad chocolate. Tried taping for the first time last night.
Like your hockey stick?
No. Taping myself.
Do you have like a wart on your finger? Because I've heard that people will put heavy duty tape over that.
No, I don't. No, it's a method used for snoring to stop snoring. My brother told me about it. So you get like medical tape cut it in half, so it's a little bit thinner.
What's medical tape? Something you'd put over a cut?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can just visualizing it.
The white.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you just put an X over your mouth. That's it. And then you sleep with the X over your mouth, so you're forced to use your nose to breathe at night, and you don't snore.
Oh, okay. So snoring is activated when you're breathing through your mouth.
It's like the combination, I think. And yeah, a dry throat really gets it bad. I always thought that it was through my nose because I just did that through my nose and it sounded like snoring. So maybe you still snore, but it helps with snoring for sure and with sleep apnea. So I just wanted to give it a go. It was really strange off the start because I do think I have a deviated septum.
Yeah.
So if my nose is at all congested or it's dry or whatever, if it's not functioning at 100%, it's really tough to suck air through this big thing. So I was a little bit worried about it, but it's strange that when I first laid down and I wasn't getting full oxygen through my nose because of the taping, that I normally would have went to mouth breathing, but I just kept breathing through my nose and it opened my airways. It's like my body knew that was going to be the only way it would get air.
So eventually, do you stop using tape and your body just learns? It's like training itself to breathe through your nose even when you're asleep and not aware of what you're doing?
I think so. I think your body, will respond and be like, oh, I'm supposed to just breathe through the nose all the time. Or you just go to bed with tape over your mouth
Every
all
night.
the time. Yeah. It was also strange. I don't feel like I slept great because I was constantly aware of
the tape.
I think for safety.
But also, don't you get up several times a night and just chug water? That's my favorite thing to do. No,
I usually I
just
can
super dehydrated.
No. I'll drink water first thing in the morning or right before I go to bed.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
sometimes I have to get up and drink water.
So it's called taping. All right. It's an interesting way to start a conversation at work. So I'm doing this new thing in the bedroom.
It's called taping. Do you have an excess amount of medical tape? Let me tell you about it.
If you are a sucker for those holiday rom-coms, Netflix just put out a bunch of them. The Princess Switch 3 is now available. Single All the Way looks pretty good. Love Hard seems like it's got a pretty good concept. Yeah, I feel like Netflix is stepping it up. Those Hallmark movies are always so great. Mm-hmm. They release so many that it's almost overwhelming. Yes, the plot is very predictable. Yes, I will still watch it.
Well, you know how we were talking about getting ghosted earlier?
Yeah.
On the show by someone, a business or something? That happened to my parents. They're out in Victoria, and it looked like their home was going to be used for a Hallmark movie. Yeah. And they went through a couple interview processes, had the director at the house. All of a sudden, our friends and family were all very excited about this possibility.
It would be really cool.
Boom, ghosted.
Yeah, and they ended up filming the movie already, and I'm pretty sure it's out.
So I got some hate on for Hallmark now.
You're gonna be hate watching the movie, being like,
yeah,
that house is not as nice.
Dumb entrance. Anyway, we have a Christmas movie specifically, expert, who wants to chime in on just some tips and tricks, and it starts right at the start of the movie.
You got to look at the font for the opening credits. If it's green and Comic Sans, get out.
Okay.
So what are we looking for? White and...
gold.
Maybe a
White,
Roman?
Gold, something Roman, maybe Felix Engraving is a good font.
Okay, what else is a good clue that it's going to be a good movie?
If you fast forward and look at the main characters, if they're ugly, don't watch it.
Really? The characters have to be good looking?
Yeah, you got to have a lovable character. Otherwise, it's just not going to be worth your time. And also, no snow, no go.
Okay.
Yeah, it can't be a movie in L.A. Stop it.
Okay, I also have one suggestion. I watched a Christmas movie with my daughter. Don't go with an Irish Christmas classic.
That's a shame.
It was called A Christmas Miracle. Should have been called A Christmas Terrible.
So what's your favorite one on Netflix right now, Cass?
Princess Switch is probably top notch for characters being decent looking and just having a prince. Having a prince is pretty priority.
Yeah.
Or some sort of royalty. But we watched another one And it was so bad. It was so bad that it was so good. And that's a Christmas wedding planner.
So it's not as good as the J-Lo version, but it's up there.
It's a Christmas version.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play